Um, I told you guys last night that, or yesterday, or was it this morning? I'm tired. That I would be talking about Philippians 4 and how sometimes we can hear a verse or we'll see it stitched on a pillow, like out of its original context. And instead of comforting us, it actually condemns us. And one of the things I see here is this one. And I want to go over it. It's about be anxious for nothing, right? It's almost like a condemnation. It's like, no, don't be anxious. You shouldn't be anxious. You're a bad Christian if you're anxious. And that's not what's going on here. It's actually a solution. He's giving them solution. Instead of being anxious, do XYZ. It'll help. Okay? It's really practical. But we'll look at it. Now, this is from, it's a letter to the Philippians. This was the main city in Macedonia. Um, Paul worked with two women there. The Lydia, I think she sold purple, which means she made fabric for royal people, probably. Um, and only the very wealthy could afford purple or blue because it was made from the sea snail, which is expensive. And another lady, and they were fighting. There was some kind of friction going on between two of the women that were fellow joint workers with him in the gospel. And so he's trying to get them to come back together, right? To be of like mind, to come together in unity and not have division. And with that being said, he's in prison. He's in house arrest, actually, on house arrest. And the Philippian church was very generous to him. They took care of him. He loved them very dearly. So he's writing from imprisonment. Okay, so that's what's going on here, and he's hearing about some of the problems going on there, with them fighting and so forth. And so let's look at it now, and you'll see. We'll just start right at chapter 1. It says, "Therefore, my brethren, dearly beloved and longed for, my joy and my crown." He was very, very proud of that congregation. "So stand fast in the Lord, my dearly beloved. I beseech Eodis and beseech Syntyche," they're both women, "that they be of the same mind in the Lord." See, there was some kind of issue between the two. "And I entreat also thee, true yokefellow, help those women which labored with me in the gospel, with Clement also, and with other my fellow laborers whose names are in the book of life." So he's asking the congregation to help the two women come together also. "Rejoice in the Lord always." And again, I say rejoice. I say that often. I like to remind people to rejoice no matter what's going on. "Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand." Now, this is the verse that you'll see stitched on pillows. Usually it says be anxious for nothing, but it says be careful in the King James. It says be careful for nothing. That means don't worry about not having something that you need to have, something needful. Be careful for nothing. But, so, it's not a condemnation, it's a remedy. He's saying, don't be anxious. Instead of being anxious, do this. See? "But in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God." So, instead of being anxious, talk to the Lord about it. You see? He doesn't say, "Hey, Christians, if you're a real Christian, you won't be anxious. You'll have faith so great, nothing will shake you." All of us have emotion. We can't help it. We're emotional people. It's the way God made us. But the key here is what to do instead of being anxious, right? It will help you. Go to God, talk to Him about it, know that He's good, and know that He'll take care of you. That will help ease your anxiety. Listen, "Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus." Do you see it now? Do you see it? So instead of being anxious, which is not a condemnation, this is help, it's a remedy, talk to the Lord about it, lay it on Him, and he'll give you peace. You see, it's telling you to do this if you feel this way. You get it? He's encouraging fellowship and communication with the Lord so that you can get help, so that you can feel relief and stay in communication with the Lord. And you can get it out of yourself and lay it at the Lord's feet and ask Him for help and thank Him. So I wanted to show you there. It's not correcting you, like condemning you. Don't be anxious, but you should be da 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 da. No, it's saying be anxious for nothing, but instead talk to God about it, and then you'll see that His peace will come to you. It passes all understanding. People won't understand, hey, how can you be at peace with this and this and this? Well, I've given it to God, and He'll take care of it. And the more times you see this happen, the stronger your faith gets. Now, I'm impatient, right? But I can look back and go, oh, yep, He did do it that way. I want my answers now. And I often belittle what He's going to do, the work He's doing in my life, because I'm expecting something small and trying to not ask for too much. And He's, you gonna let me do what I'm gonna do here or what? Because you're trying to control it, like the minutia of how I answer your prayer. Because I'll be like, it doesn't have to be like this, and I need, you know what I mean? It's like, so to be able to know that God knows better than we do. So when you get anxious, it's telling you don't stay in the anxiety. Talk to the Lord. So anyway, I hope that helped you a little bit. And I just love when I see stuff like that, because things that should be bringing us joy, that are a light, I don't know how they do it. It's like a gift where they condemn you with it instead of actually helping you, you know? And it's just not the way. It's a weapon, but not against God's children. The sword of the Spirit is against the enemy, not us. It's supposed to encourage us. So anyway, you guys, I am going to be going live at 9 p.m. around then. Brother Luke and I are going to do something. He's sending me the topic because we're not going to do it this Friday on his channel on Church of the Eternally Secure. But he's going to come over for, tonight, Thursday, at about 9 p.m. and we're going to do something topic-wise. Come hang out with us live tonight. And I'll schedule it later so that you can have the link to hang out with us tonight. All right, guys. Have a blessed day. God bless you.